All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Figs Outside. Today we're going to be doing a little vehicle maintenance on a 2014 GMC Yukon XL, and it's the same for the regular Yukons as well. I'm going to be doing a little oil change. As you've seen right here, it says to use 5W30, the Dexos, which is a full synthetic. If you got your user's manual, excuse me, you go into it, it'll tell you where to look. This one, I've done this several times. It's in, it tells you, where you need to look and how to check your oil. And right there it tells you to use Dexos, failure to use this type of oil, the recommended viscosity, the weight, and the Dexos, it voids the warranty. And then if you look a lot of times in the, let's see, hold on, let's see if I don't pass it up. And the tech data for the vehicle, it will tell you how much. So engine oil with filter 5.7, it takes 6 quarts of oil. So, and also it tells you on the oil cap, which I've already loosened up, that it takes Dexos 5W30, and there's the oil dipstick to check the oil. So anyway, I will climb underneath and we will get this going. All right, so here we are. We're underneath the vehicle. So right here is the transmission pan, and you can see the bell housing right here for the tranny. And so on these Yukons, a lot of times for a lot of vehicles, the oil drain plug is on the very bottom. On a lot of rigs also, they're on the side. This one is on the side. You can tell because that's the transmission, so you don't want to pull any plugs from over here. And right here is where it's at, and then right there is the oil filter. So this particular vehicle takes a bad glare, very bad glare, a 15 millimeter, and it fits on there really, really well. So we're gonna do that. Sorry about the loud noise. And we're gonna make sure you're breaking it loose. Ouch. Pretty tight under here. What I like to do is, when I'm doing these, I like to put a little pressure on I like to put a little pressure on the nut here. Make sure, you'll see right there, there's a gasket. You want to be sure that doesn't fall in your engine oil. It stays on the threads. So anyway, I like to push on it, keep a little pressure until I can feel the threads stop. You can see it pretty much right there. And that way you just don't have oil just pouring out of there. So I like to just double check, make sure no more threads are coming out and you can feel it. And then that way you can just pull it out. You have a heck of a lot less mess. So that's how to do that. All right, let's wait for this to drain and I'll climb back up on top. All right, guys, so we got the oil completely drained. We got the drain plug put back in. Remember on those drain plugs, especially on this motor, it's a metal drain plug, and it's an aluminum block. You ain't got to crank them down super tight. So just get them pretty snug, and that's pretty much it. So we got the oil cap removed. We got the dipstick out, cleaned and wiped off. And then now it's just ready to add the oil. You can buy those oil funnels pretty much at any automotive or parts store. Walmart, I think even Home Depot has them. But anyway, so remember it's the Dexos 5W30. bit to drain fully. So pretty small opening that goes into the motor on these things. So with these big jugs or even a quart, if you pour it in too fast, they tend to build up and it can come out the top. I've noticed that. So. Like I said, it takes 6 quarts. All I buy is the 5 quarts on these. And I did not change the oil filter. Some vehicles say you need to change it every single time, every 3,000 miles. If you buy good quality oil filters, and with the quality of most of the oils now, I change it every other time. So anyway. So this will not take as much oil, and with an oil filter, I'll do a video later on the next oil change because I will have to do a filter. I'll show you how I do that as well. So on these dipsticks, it's got the, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got the cross hatches on there. You kind of see that, and that's where you want it to be. That's the very full mark. So give it a little bit, let it drain all the way in there. And you want to be sure your vehicle's on nice flat ground. Kind of guide it out so you don't flick oil all over the place. And that's also how you check your engine oil as well. You can see I need a little bit more. And what I'll do is I'll add just a tiny bit more. I'll start the vehicle and I will let it run for just a minute, shut it back off, let that oil get nice and warm, and then shut it back off, and then recheck the oil. All right, let's get this thing started and warmed up, and then we'll let it set for a minute and then recheck. All right, so last final step, we got the engine up to normal operating temperature. It's sat for about 5 minutes, let all that oil drain back into the pan, and then we just pull the dipstick, wipe it all off. Make sure you wipe it off. And we are right at that top dimple. So perfect. And that's where you want it. You don't want to go crazy and think adding more oil is going to be even better. It's not. Not going to go into full details of that. But anyway, this is just on changing your oil and how to check your oil. So get the dipstick replaced back in there. And that's it. We'll call it good. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And If you like, leave a comment and be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Have a good day.